Elizabeth Ryder. I have a lot to say to you. One is that your hackers attack me daily. This is a result of indirectly your hackers, your company. Physically, this whole thing is taking a toll on me. Now I'm going to share with you, I would suggest you get a hold of GoDaddy and you tell them you want all 5,280 domains I had in my fucking account, including others, because GoDaddy was attacking me and so was Lacana for a long period of time. You've attacked my income. You've disoriented me. And today, you rerouted my router again. You're hackers. And they put in a script called Ryder, which has Nexstar Media Group right in the middle of the 172-page script. Ryder. Lacana injected that. I'm going to share with you. I haven't shown you the evidence, all of it yet. I have thousands and thousands of pages with Lacana and Nexstar Media Group defrauding me. I'm going to suggest you do this. You go on to securitytrails.com and you look up Lacana.com. And then you go and look up their historical DNS records and you look at their A records. And then you show that information to GoDaddy. The A records, when GoDaddy pointed them to Amazon servers of my domains, those A records are your A records at Security Trails, your historical ones. You go back to 2017. You're caught. You haven't seen that yet, but I'm going to tell you, you may not have known this was happening, but you covered it up when you found out. You left your hackers to continue to attack me, which includes Expedia, GoDaddy, the Booking Group, Ross Weber, who I'm going to talk about next, Chris Ishmael, Tom Parker, Art Bergman, Karen Brophy, Nima Kelly, Darren Roos. This is organized crime. It's fucking organized crime in which you covered up when I found Lacana. And when I discovered Lacana, GoDaddy shut down my websites and stole my domain portfolio. When I discovered Lacana, I'd go to securitytrails.com and look at your historical records. Yeah. You guys are part of organized crime. I'm going to Congress. I'm going to, they all know. Everybody knows. And no one's talking to me. They're just listening this time. So, I'm grieving you. I'm grieving you. You could have covered this. You could have brought this to the FBI when I told you about it. But instead, you covered it up. And you let them continue to attack me. Daily. They did it today. They rerouted my router. Daily. Ross Weber, Max CDN. This is a big deal. You listen to me. I asked GoDaddy, I'm going to send you an hour and a half of recording of Darren Roos. He didn't know I was recording him. But I asked him to remove these img1.wsimg.com relays that were injected into every one of my websites that had your content in there. Lacana, Nexstar Media Group, was in cahoots with Ross Weber of ClickTripZ. So is Expedia. So is GoDaddy. Ross Weber is a former Kayak executive. And Tom Parker from Kayak, all of this started when he contacted me. You're all involved in organized crime. Ross Weber, maxcdn.bootstrap.com. Lacana, Browse Happy. You remember, Browse Happy. I asked GoDaddy or Darren Roos to remove that MaxCDN for 3 fucking years. You did it in 3 days. Right. Now, maxcdn.bootstrap.com is tiki.com. And they have an FTP connection to my websites, putting derogatory content in there, and then on the master's portion and then on the slave portion, they're redirecting it. You know what it's all about. So maxcdn.com or maxcdn.bootstrap, which you deleted, which is in cahoots with Lacana, is attached to some of the domains that were stolen from me that were re-registered at Porkbun, including their Google Analytics account. Had you had done something when I told you about it, billions of dollars in domains would not have been stolen from me, which I'm holding Nexstar Media Group and you responsible for, along with your cohorts, GoDaddy. But Elizabeth Ryder, out of this entire catalog of criminals, you might be the only one to tell the truth, even though you fucking covered your tracks. You might be the only one. Because you know nobody at GoDaddy is, and Expedia and Booking Group, they're all crooks. But I would suggest you go on to securitytrails.com and you go have a talk with GoDaddy, because you're busted.